Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the Mercedes Benz GLS63 AMG. This model is finished off in Alpine Gray. It had a starting MSRP just over $150,000. So we have a very performance-oriented three-row SUV that has a lot to offer. And we'll start off underneath the hood, where this is powered by the 4-liter twin-turbo V8. It's paired to the mild hybrid system along with the 9-speed automatic, and it pumps out 603 horsepower, 627 pound-feet of torque. It's sent through the all-wheel drive system, propelling this 6,000-pound SUV from 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. Top speed is 174 miles an hour. And as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking at 14 in the city and 18 out on the highway. Now, as we move on to the exterior styling, this has a really distinctive front end. You'll notice the massive Mercedes logo, which is also the sensor for distance pacing. You get a forward-facing camera, AMG badge, chrome accents, and lots of cutouts to provide cooling to the engine. You'll notice too another AMG badge at the top of the hood. There's LEDs for all of the lighting, parking sensors up front, and then gloss black too to give it a nice distinction. And then you get some really cool accents that come down the hood. Now this also has a matte black set of wheels with the very large AMG red brake calipers there. It also has body colored fender flares, a fixed set of running boards to make it easy to enter and exit. You get gloss black for the power folding side mirrors with a camera and a turn signal. There's roof racks up top, and this also has a full moonroof too. And then you'll notice there's some chrome accents on the door handles just to give it a nice touch. This also has a body-colored spoiler up top with the third brake light. There's a wiper blade, some more chrome accents, LEDs for the lighting. You get a quad-tip dual exhaust, and then this can even tow right around 7,700 pounds. You get the backup camera and all of the parking sensors too. Now this also has a power liftgate, and it's a three-row SUV. So with the third row up, you actually have a good bit of space. You'll notice too that you do have a little bit of storage underneath where you have the spare tire, which is nice. And then you have automatic adjustments to put these seats down. You'll notice those are on this side. You can also raise and lower the vehicle with the adaptive suspension. You have your second row on that driver's side. So very easy to use all of that, and you have plenty of space, whether you have people in that third row or you need extra cargo. Now this also has proximity door handles, so you can unlock it from all 4 doors. And we have a beautiful interior with the leather, carbon fiber. You get heated rear seats, all of the seating adjustments too, and then storage in that lower section. And then these seats have leather and Alcantara with a very nice design. Now, the easiest way to get into the third row is to grab this tab right here, and you have the automatic seat that will move. It does have to move the driver's seat in order for it to lift up and out of the way. And then once that makes it to its final spot there, you can hop into the third row. So at 5'10", it is a little bit tight. You'd have to move this seat forwards, which they are able to do, but you have the adjustment also to move those seats by using this control. You have auxiliaries and cup holders, large window there, and then I have about a ½ inch or so of headroom between the Alcantara headliner. So it would be better for smaller kids, but I could ride around in the back if I really needed to. And then we have the same control. You do have to hold on it in order to put the seat back, but you can release it when the seat is being moved forwards. You'll notice too there's storage pockets behind the seats. You have vents in the middle, all of your climate and temperature adjustments, along with some storage and auxiliaries. And then you have the armrest in the middle, where you also have cup holders that pop out of the end there. And you have a lot of visibility, lots of glass, and vents up top too. So very comfortable, of course, for second row seating. Now up front, you have memory seating adjustments, all of this actual seating adjustments. These are heated and ventilated. You can also adjust some other seats there. You have all the window controls, side mirror adjustments, liftgate release, and some storage. And then the same design, of course, for the seats up front. Now as we start this up, we're greeted with a solid and perforated leather steering wheel. There's paddle shifters on both sides, and then we have a lot of controls to go over. So there's all the cruise control settings, distance pacing, you have your volume, favorites, Bluetooth, and voice commands. You also have the different driving modes by using this toggle here. and they are all configurable. So you can mix and match just depending on how you want that setting to be driven like. And then on this left side, you have a lot more you can go through. So you can actually toggle between what you want the control to be, and then you have on off basically for the end of it. So you have two different customizations here for shortcuts with what you are going to use the most. And then you have two identical controls here. Left side is for the gauge cluster, right side is for the infotainment system. So you can actually go through quite a lot with the gauge cluster. It is very configurable depending on how you want to view this information in the items that you want to see. So you have a more track focused gauge cluster versus more daily driving, where you can scroll through a lot of information and vitals depending again on what you need to see. You can also adjust the head-up display. So this is exactly what you are going to see on the head-up display. You can even shut it off too if you don't want to have that on. So very configurable, again, very easy to use too. You have the e-brake, headlight adjustments, a dimmer switch there, interior lighting with more carbon fiber. There's also one air vent. You have leather for the entire dash. And then with the infotainment system, it's also touchscreen, so you don't have to use these controls. So you can go through that, or you can also use the pad down below. And you have the trackpad with a lot of the same information, and you do have a few shortcuts that you can get into as well. Now you also notice there's more carbon fiber with the air vents, and this stock right here is how you put the vehicle into reverse. So simply push that up for reverse, where you have a few different angles that you can go through. You have an automatic setting as well, and then drive is all the way down, and park is on the end of the stock there. Now you'll notice there's some storage with auxiliaries. You get cup holders, which are heated and cooled, and then you have this cover that you can hide everything away. You also have a shortcut to all of the driving modes, just like the control on the steering wheel. Shortcut to the camera system. You can also pull up all of these functions, so you can turn those on and off. You have a favorites button, the suspension, and then you have some storage in the armrest, as well as in the glove box there, even with a fragrance canister. You get garage door buttons up top, and then you have dome lights and controls for the sunshade and sunroof. And then here's a look at visibility. It's pretty easy to see over both shoulders. You have a lot of glass, so it's easy to see. And we're still in Sport Plus second gear. Here we go. And again, mild acceleration. We're up to speed without even thinking about it, and the paddles are very responsive. Now again, we do have the different driving modes, so you can really put this back into its basic settings: comfort, moderate for your throttle response, and just drive it like a normal daily driver. And then when you want to have a little bit of spirited fun, you can mess with all of these settings here. So this is what it's like to be behind the wheel now for this AMG model. And it's a really nice vehicle. It's what you'd expect for something luxury focused, especially at this price point with everything that is available for this model. So again, if you want a 3-row family style SUV, but you want some performance to it, it's a good option to go with. It's also going to handle very well. It's not a vehicle to take around corners, even though we have the AMG Performance. With the suspension, again, it will change in the driving modes too. So if you want to go around some corners, you can put into Sport Plus there for the suspension, where it will get a little bit stiffer, so that way it can handle the weight a little bit better at the same time. And it would make for a great daily driver. So if you're looking for a large vehicle, it's still pretty easy to maneuver and drive for its sizing. So you won't really have to worry about that. We have all the camera systems and everything to really help you with that as well. But that is going to wrap it up for the Mercedes Benz GLS63 AMG. Once again, a huge shout out to 704 Exotics for providing this for me today. Take a look at their website. That link is down in the description below. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.